Let me guess what you say when someone asks you what you do. I'm just an admin. I'm just a customer service rep. I'm just in operations. I'm just an HR manager. That word just is killing your career. It's killing your potential and your possibilities. Because every time you say just, you're telling people and yourself that what you do isn't valuable, that you're support, that you're replaceable. And I want to tell you, and I'm going to shoot straight from the hip, you're not just anything. You're doing work that companies pay technology consultants over $100,000 a year to do. You're just not talking about it the right way. If you don't know who I am, if you just stumbled on this channel, I'm Tammy L. Davis, CEO of Next Level Consulting Services, founder of the Pivot Circle, and I was a former administrative assistant who made the shift and became a senior consultant with Oracle Corporation. Really, senior consultant was a business analyst. And trust me, I used to say, I'm just an admin too. I'm just an administrative assistant until I learned to reframe my experience and that shift. And really, when I say I learned, someone showed me, someone showed up and became my angel to support me to reframe my experience. And that shift took me from making $35,000 a year to $75,000 plus stock options and amazing benefits with, like I said before, Oracle Corporation. And today, I'm going to show you how to exactly frame your experience so you can please stop undervaluating yourself and really start getting paid what you're actually worth. You ready? Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. This is what happens. You have years of experience. You've solved real problems. You've managed projects. You've coordinated people, teams, departments. You've improved, of course, processes. You handled crisis. But when you talk about your job, and what I mean by talk about your job, it could be on LinkedIn. It could be in interviews. It could just be in casual conversation. You describe it like this. I schedule meetings and manage calendars. I handle administrative tasks and support the team. I coordinate logistics and keep things organized. And people who hear that, they think, oh, so you're just the support staff. Meanwhile, there's someone else with the same experience as you who's describing their work like this. Pay attention. I manage cross-functional stakeholder alignment for executive leadership. I optimize operational workflows and implement process improvements. I coordinate complex project logistics and ensure seamless execution. Same work, completely different perception. And guess who's getting the consulting interviews? Guess who's getting offers for 90K, 100K, or more roles? Not the person who's saying I'm just an admin, not the person who's saying I'm just an HR rep, not the person or HR manager, not the person who's saying I'm a customer service specialist, analyst, representative. The problem isn't your experience. The problem is your language. But I'm here to tell you it's fixable. So I'm here to tell you and give you the framework that I use to support those who I'm mentoring to reframe their experience. It's simple. I'm giving you this. I'm dropping this and you can use it right now. It's called the what, who, why. What you did, who you impacted, and why it mattered. Did you write that down? What, who, why. I'm going to repeat it again. What you did, who it impacted, and why it mattered. Now, with me, you know I like to give examples. So I'm going to give you a real example. I think I'm going to give you four. I'm going to give you four. Example one, schedule meetings. Employee language. This is what you say. I schedule meetings and manage calendars for executives. That sounds like low level work, right? That's the reason why people are saying, "Oh, you just do support work or you're just on the support staff." I'm now going to give you what we say. I'm going to give you the consulting or the consulting language using the framework what, who, why. I coordinated executive level strategic planning sessions, ensuring alignment across C-suite stakeholders and optimizing leadership time allocation. Now, stay with me because I'm going to break this down. The what? Coordinated executive level strategic planning sessions, not scheduled meetings. Who? C-suite stakeholders, not just executives. And the why? Ensuring alignment and optimizing time allocation, value, and impact. Same work, but now it sounds strategic. Now it sounds like you're cooking with something. Okay, example number 2, creating templates. Employee language. This you. It's what you say today. I created templates and standardized documents for the team. Okay, cool. But please tell me why anybody would care after hearing that. Consulting or consultant language. I designed standardized documentation frameworks that reduced onboarding time by 40% and improved cross-functional communication efficiency. Let me break that down. What? Design standardized documentation frameworks, not created templates. Who? Impacted onboarding and cross-functional teams. Why? Reduced time by 40% and improved efficiency. A measurable impact. You see the difference? You're just not making templates. You're improving efficiency and saving the company time and money. And trust me, as the CEO of a small business, it is all about saving time and money. I don't care what size the business is. Example number 3, handling customer issues. Employee language. Again, this is what you say today. I handled customer complaints and resolved issues. That sounds real reactive. That for real sounds like you're just putting out fires. Let me give you the consultant language. Here we go. I managed client escalations and implemented issue resolution protocols that improved customer satisfaction scores by 25%. Let me break that down. What? Managed client escalations, implemented resolution protocols, not handled complaints. Who? Customers and clients. Why? Improved satisfaction by 25%. Quantified impact. Now you sound like someone who actually solves problems, but systematically. Example number 4, and this is the last example, training new hires. This is what you say, you the employee. This is your language that you use today. I train new employees on company systems and processes. Fine, but that's boring. I'm going to give you the consulting or the consultant language. I developed and delivered onboarding programs for new hires, accelerating time to productivity and ensuring operational consistency across teams. Let's break that down. What? Developed and delivered onboarding programs, not just trained. The who? New hires and teams. And the why? Accelerated productivity and ensured consistency. That's a business outcome. You're just not training people, you're driving business results. Not only do we care about time and money as business owners, we definitely care about outcomes. We definitely care about results. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Are you with me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You take what you actually did, identify who it impacted, and articulate why it mattered to the business. What, who, why. That's it. That's the framework. Now, as always, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to tell you the hard part. When you first start doing this, let me put it in. I'm gonna speak for myself. When I first started to do this, it felt fake. I felt like I was exaggerating, like I was making myself sound more important than I actually was. And you might be feeling that way right now too, but I want you to get real close and I want you to turn up the volume because this is what I want and I need you to understand. You are not exaggerating. You are accurately describing the value, if I could underline that word, the value of your work. When you say, I just schedule meetings, you're actually underselling what you did. Because scheduling meetings for executives isn't just putting things on the calendar, it's understanding priorities and urgency. It's navigating competing schedules. It's anticipating conflicts. It's ensuring the right people are in the room. It's optimizing limited executive time. That is strategic work. You've just been conditioned to minimize what you do because society tells us that admin work, coordinator work, operations work is less than, but it's not. You've been doing consulting level work. You've just been calling it the wrong thing. Reframing isn't lying. It's telling the truth in a language that people understand and value. And once you start doing this on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, in interviews, even start in small talk or conversations, everything changes. Because suddenly you're not competing with 45,000, 60,000 administrative coordinator, HR rep, customer service rep, for example, roles. You're now competing with $100,000 or more tech consulting roles. Same you, same skills, different language. All right, let's recap. The framework: what, who, why. Take what you did, identify who it impacted, and articulate why it matters. Today, stop saying you're just anything. You're just an admin. You're just a coordinator. You're just an HR rep. You're just a customer service rep. Start saying, I manage stakeholder coordination. And this is especially if you're an admin. You know, I got a special place in my heart for administrative assistants. Again, I used to be one. Start saying, I manage stakeholder coordination and process optimization. Stop describing tasks. Start describing your impact. I'm going to leave you with some homework. Now, you got to promise me, pinky promise you're going to do this. Go to your LinkedIn profile right now and look at either your current job description or one from your past roles and pick one bullet that sounds like employee language. You know those examples. Go back, rewind, because I said the employee language, what you're saying right now, what you do, and reframe it using the framework that I just dropped. What, who, why. Then I want you to drop it in the comments. Yeah, I want you to come up. You should have two screens open on your laptop or come back to the comments. When I say two screens, have YouTube, me, this video, and your LinkedIn up side by side, because I want you to come back and drop it in the comments. I want to see what you come up with. And I'm going to give you feedback if you want it. Now, I also want you to know this. I built the pivot circle. I said earlier that I mentor individuals. I'm showing them my complete pivot pathway that includes this framework. And the pivot circle is exactly for you, the person watching this video. 6 months is the program with real outcomes. Now, I'm here to let you know, as of the date of this video, today is March the 12th. The video drops. Every week I'm dropping a video. Today is Thursday, March the 12th. And the price increases in 18 days from today's date. So in 18 days, if you go out to the Pivot Circle today, you will see one price. It is going to completely change. The link to the Pivot Circle is in the description of this video if you're ready to stop watching and start moving. Now, I should say this at the beginning, and I like to jump right in. If you found this video helpful, I don't want you to miss any of my other future videos. Subscribe to the channel. Every week I post real strategies for pivoting, making the jump, making the leap into technology consulting without a technical background, using your current skills, your current background, your abilities without the need to have a certification and definitely without the need to know how to code. because you don't need to start over. You just need and get to learn how to reframe. I'll see you next week.